What's up, people? Keeping the trend going. Appreciate it, E-Man. Guys, we're going to talk about that really stupid video game and some of these really stupid fanboys. Why is it that they get to sit up all day and talk about people who don't like Dragon Ball or people who just don't care about it? They get to sit up all day and trash these people, but they're not called haters. But as soon as someone decides they don't like Dragon Ball, or they don't like these stupid video games, or they don't like the fans of Dragon Ball, all of a sudden they're haters. They are doing the exact same thing on the other side. They're just doing the yes version of it. On this side, we're just flat out saying we don't care about this junk. Some of y'all are still going to buy the game regardless of what I say. And that part right there is hilarious to me. A lot of the people that are complaining about this game are still going to buy it. I'm one of the few people that's not going to waste my money on it, no matter what. But people have a right to criticize something, even if it's stupid criticism. Like, let's say you're criticizing something and it's the dumbest criticism in the world. Makes no sense and it sounds like you're just being a crybaby. Who cares? You still got a right to do it. Now, if you don't like someone's criticism, then make a counter argument to it. But just sitting up calling people haters repeatedly, what is that going to do? And it doesn't even rise to the level of hatred. That's the funny part about these fanboys. They think everything is hatred. You can dislike something without hating it. Hating it requires advanced, serious emotional input. It's just a video game. Most of us could care less. A lot of us, you can walk through a department store and see shoes and clothes that you don't like. But based on the logic of these idiots, you hate those shoes and clothes. I'm sorry, but you people are dumb. You're the exact reason why you guys are seeing what the decline in y'all community is because too many people are sick and tired of y'all. Every day someone new comes to my channel and tells me how sick and tired of the Dragon Ball community they are. How they can't even just enjoy what they want because of this community. The only reason I don't tell people to disengage from this community, because I don't tell y'all what to look at or what to watch. Like on their side of the aisle, they'll tell you, don't watch NBA, stay away from his channel. I don't do that. If you're miserable because of a group of people and you choose to keep hanging around them, that's your business. I stay right here in my little corner, making my content and not worrying about it. If you want to hear what I got to say, you know where to find me. I'm not going to pop up on one of these stupid dragon channels arguing with these losers. Somebody just put a link in the Discord, that President Rose dude arguing with some other dudes for 3 hours about a video game that hasn't released yet. Now, they want to say, oh, NBA, you doing 2-hour streams about a game that ain't come out yet. But when somebody they like does the same thing, they don't say nothing. Y'all like his channel. Y'all like his Dragon Ball content. He just did the same exact thing. Arguing with other people for 3 hours about a video game. I ain't see a single person say, oh, you talk about a game that haven't come out yet. Like I said, y'all have special rules for channels that you like, and channels that you claim to not like, you make up even more rules. So don't come in my comments saying nothing about how long I stream, because you don't say nothing to people that you like. Matter of fact, going forward, if you come to my channel and say anything to me that you don't say to channels that you like, you're banned. Because if you can't do it to them, you ain't gonna do it to me. Hang on, y'all. My bad. This person said, I love Dragon Ball, still a big fan to this day, but even I can see and admit it's garbage now, and the community is prime example. Why? Yeah, of course. You know what? You're not, but here's the thing, you're not by yourself. There are a lot of Dragon Ball fans, especially older fans like myself, who have just decided we don't care about it anymore because of the people that represent it now. I keep saying this. It's not Dragon Ball. It's the fan base. It is 1000% the fan base. If you removed the current fan base and let real fans repopulate it, it wouldn't be so cringe. It wouldn't be so horrible. But it's these people, and everybody knows it. There is no fan base on YouTube worse than Dragon Ball. None, zero, zilch, nada. I've seen them all. There, even the worst commentary communities are not as bad as Dragon Ball. I mean, communities like Keemstar, like the old Leafy communities, they're not as bad as Dragon Ball. I'm talking about the old school, horrible communities on YouTube. Some of the most awful, some of the old black sector communities, they're not as bad as the Dragon Ball community. The Dragon Ball community is every worst thing, every worst impulse on YouTube all rolled into one community. It's everything you hate about people all rolled into one big, giant, stupid community. 100%. And it's funny, a video game that hasn't even released yet is the reason why. Because there ain't no actual Dragon Ball to discuss. So all the arguing is over this stupid video game. So let's listen to Slow Bro, Slow King, and his BS take on it. Listen, before we even start, you know he's going to hang yes and all that. So get ready, because he's one of these channels. The only way you can grow on YouTube is you got to kiss these people's ass. You got to pretend like you care. You got to do all that stuff. And we all know it. There's no point in pretending.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Easily the worst entry in the series. Poor graphics, unfun combat, no gameplay variety, no real innovation. Feels outdated despite years of development. After reportedly spending around 7 years in development, this is the result? The game doesn't even come close to the standard fans expected from the Xenoverse series. Meanwhile, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 remains the GOAT. More content, more fun, more replayability, and a much better overall experience even after all these years. A truly disappointing outcome for what should have been the next evolution of Xenoverse. Are we being dead ass right now? Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is back.
Oh, I hate these fucking people. As soon as he started talking, ladies and gentlemen, they have this high-pitched salesman voice like they're trying to sell a used car. Ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 Dragon Ball, blah, 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 and it's just like, as soon as I hear it, I want to turn the video off. See, this is the thing about the Dragon Ball community. They have to sell it to you. It's not naturally good. Think about all the anime you've ever watched. I want y'all to just think about all the anime you've ever watched. How many anime have you watched where there's more than 50 channels online telling you you need to go watch it, how great it is? I tell you what, how many channels told you to go watch Solo Leveling? How many channels told you to go watch Attack on Titan? How many channels told you you need to check out Invincible? How many channels said you don't know what you're missing if you don't watch Jujutsu Kaisen? How many channels tried to gaslight you into watching One Punch Man? The only community where all the channels are dedicated to trying to talk you into watching it is Dragon Ball. Because all the other communities know if the anime is organically good, people will watch it on their own. They don't have to be told by some used car salesman that it's good. Or I mean, am I saying something wrong here? Am I saying something that's wrong or untrue? Anime that are good, they build organic audiences. People don't have to be told to go check it out. But with Dragon Ball, you got all these channels up every day making videos telling you you should go watch it. Check it out. This is great. This is amazing. This is awesome. You wouldn't need that if Dragon Ball was actually good. The show and the anime and the video games, if they were actually good, people would already be organically making their way to this stuff. They wouldn't have to be told by this guy or any of these other people. That's my point I've been making for years. There are a lot of stuff that's organically really good that nobody had to tell me to go check it out. But when it comes to Dragon Ball, there's a new channel popping up every day trying to redirect your attention to Dragon Ball because they know it sucks. All of these Dragon Ball channels, they know it's terrible. That's why they do it.
Right? Worst game ever created. Confirmed by people on Twitter. Let's talk about...
Now, he's laughing about people being on Twitter. But have you watched his videos? Most of his videos is him reading stuff on Twitter. See, Twitter is okay when it's DBS hype giving some fake Dragon Ball news. He likes Twitter then. But when Twitter is criticizing a stupid video game that he likes, now all of a sudden Twitter's a bad place. How do you guys not see the hypocrisy in these people? This dude has 100 videos where he's reading some fake Dragon Ball news from DBS Hype or DB Exclusive or whoever these people are. DBS Chronicles. Long as he's getting that fake Dragon Ball news, he loves Twitter. He loves X. But as soon as somebody criticizes a stupid video game, man, are we gonna take the word of somebody on X? Come on, man. These people are a complete joke.
About the recent Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 fiasco. There is a lot of disappointment, madness. People are not happy about what they saw. Right?
Because after 10 years, this game's supposed to be way better than what they saw. It's been 10 years. So you had 10 whole years to make this game awesome and you didn't do it. People have a right to say, I don't like that. Here's my ultimate point. Why are so many Dragon Ball fans upset that people don't like this game? This is like the 10th video today I've seen from a Dragon Ball fan complaining that people don't like this game. Like, this is their number one topic, their number one issue right now. Why don't y'all like this game? Have you ever thought that most people don't like video games at all? That's a large segment of people who don't even play video games, so they don't care about it. You got a large segment of people who don't play fighting games. They don't like it. You got a large segment of people that don't like Dragon Ball. They don't like it. See, he's just thinking in this little bubble on the internet. He's not thinking about how many people truly could care less about this. And then of the gamers online who actually play games, a lot of them don't care about this. And for some reason, they are sitting online trying to generate hype for a game. If the game was all that, don't you think it would be generating its own hype? There are a bunch of video games that generated their own hype. I don't see channels telling you that you need to go out and play Monster Hunter. Even Monster Hunter Wilds, which wasn't as good as World, still sold more copies than Xenoverse. I ain't seen a single channel say, yeah, man, why you guys hating on Monster Hunter? You should go play it. You know why? Because Monster Hunter is universally known as a good game and a good series. And people understand when they buy it, they're going to get their money's worth. Iceborne is literally a whole nother game by itself. And you get that on top of Monster Hunter World. What do you get with this after 10 years of waiting? Soul switching. You get the soul switch.
Right? Let's talk about everything. I'm gonna keep this as, I guess, real with y'all as I possibly can. You know, I'm gonna try to keep some bias aside. I mean, I can't really say there's
There are no videos of people hyping up GTA 6. All the videos about GTA 6 are people complaining about the price and complaining about it being digital only for the first few months. But there's nobody saying, man, you need to get hype about GTA, because GTA already generates its own hype. So you don't need channels like this to hype it up.
bias just because, again, this game, we've seen like 8 minutes of gameplay. So it's like I can't even say like what my like full complete thoughts about the game.
That's not true. We've seen demos and gameplay trailers before and judged video games. Okay, we see they got like the latest demo out for the new Madden football game. Several people are online judging it. It's just like last year's. It sucks. They didn't fix anything. They didn't change anything. Matter of fact, I just got done watching Angry Joe, his review of the new Madden trailer and the new Madden demo. He's saying the same thing he's been saying for 5 years. It's the same game. They just changed the names of the jerseys. So yes, it's perfectly reasonable and okay to judge a game from a trailer or a demo, because people been doing it for years. But for some reason, the Dragon Ball community feel like they're immune. You're not allowed to judge our game from a demo, but every other game ever has been judged from the demo. Grand Theft Auto 6 got judged on its demo. It got judged on its trailer. Same thing with 5. Elden Ring got judged on demos and trailers. Starfield got heavily judged. You guys remember me. Do I need to remind y'all about the shotguns in space? Yeah, it got judged off its demo, off its trailer. They did like a live play of Starfield on I forgot what that state of play thing. And everybody was criticizing it when the game came out, and even before it came out. So yes, Dragon Ball is perfectly eligible to be criticized just by looking at the demo, because every other game gets the same treatment. Dragon Ball ain't so special that we have to wait for the full game to come out to criticize it. These guys are a complete and utter joke. They want special treatment because they like a stupid cartoon. No, you're gonna get treated like every other game in the industry. State of Decay, the new State of Decay, number 3, the one I've been waiting years to play. It got judged off of his new gameplay trailer. People judging it. The new Elder Scrolls game, people still judging that. And we still ain't even seen any footage from it. And it's being judged. This idea that we can't judge this game yet because of it's just a demo, shut up. Yes, we 100% can.
Game or yet, because it's not even out yet. I haven't seen enough, right? So that's the main thing I want to put out there, is that until I see more from the game, I see what else it has to offer and everything, I cannot formulate a 100% opinion on everything right now. I can give you guys thoughts and opinions on.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That's a good point. Most of these guys are not real Dragon Ball fans. Most of them latched on to Dragon Ball when they got on YouTube. Why do you think most of them don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z or the original Dragon Ball or the history of Dragon Ball? Why do you think they all latch on to Dragon Ball Super? Because most of these dudes didn't watch it, didn't care about it, didn't know about it until they started coming on YouTube. And once they got on YouTube, found out they can make money talking about it, all of a sudden they became Dragon Ball fans. Most of these dudes y'all listen to never cared about Dragon Ball until they got on YouTube.
Just like some of the things that we've seen so far, and that's, you know, obviously what most people are doing. You know, most normal people are trying to go into this with some nuance, right? They're gonna say, okay, well, this is what I like about the game, but this is what I don't like about the game. You know, constructive criticism, that's great, that's fine, right? Keep doing that, that's good. But I've seen there's just complete negativity. Who
cares? People have a right to be negative. See, here we go with that bullshit. That fake positivity. Remember what I told y'all? All these dudes have this thing I call toxic positivity, where they pretend like they're positive all day, every day. We all know that's a lie. How many of y'all woke up and went all day long being positive? All day. Nothing negative whatsoever in your whole life. And then, let's say, how many of y'all done that for a whole week straight? How many of y'all done that for a month? No negativity whatsoever. That's how you know these people are fake. We only want positivity, guys. There ain't no such thing as being positive all the time. It is a complete, absolute lie that they tell y'all. Most people have positive and negative thoughts hundreds of times a day. Not just once or twice a day. Hundreds of thoughts run through your mind a day. A lot of them are positive, a lot of them are negative. That is a human fact. But they come on YouTube, yeah, guys, we only want positive vibes on this channel. Y'all can't see these fakers for what they are, man. Ain't none of y'all on here positive. So why y'all want to be on a channel where it's nothing but positive vibes when you know it's a lie? There ain't nobody on the internet positive. Everybody on here negative. Everybody on here doing some evil shit.
On this game, people are saying like they're already writing it off as like just like as it being worse than Xenoverse 2, which is crazy to me, because what we've seen so far for a lot of stuff, not everything, right? A lot of stuff just looks better, okay? And maybe I'm fucking crazy, right? Maybe I'm blinded.
No, you're just a fucking loser who sucks off Dragon Ball. Anybody who's been on your channel knows you're gonna always come down on the side of Dragon Ball. You're a fucking loser. It's just that simple. Listen, slow ass, go get some pussy. Take the nerd glasses off, stop the hey guys shit, go get some pussy. Go find a goddamn girlfriend. Try that on for size.
But, I mean, I've watched the gameplay and I've watched the trailer about 1 million times, and I think it looks pretty fucking cool, right? Again, this is just what I'm seeing so far. Again,
it looks pretty fucking cool. No, it doesn't. It literally looks like Xenoverse 1. It looks like the graphics went in reverse. It looks like they downgraded. This looks like a PS2 game. I don't know what the hell these dudes are running around the internet calling people haters for, because we don't want to waste $70 on a shitty game. I tell you what, all those people who bought Sparking Zero, how many of y'all wish y'all could get y'all money back? Especially you ones who bought it early, who paid that $120 to get the early release. How many of y'all want y'all $120 back? I bet you do. I bet you every last one of you wish you got your money back. There you go. That's all you need to know.
there are things that I'm not a fan of, and I'm going to be talking about all that in this video. But let's just go.
Why is it that all these Dragon Ball fans, they all sound like they talking through their nose? Hey guys, I just want to let you all know that you're my friend. Why do they all sound like Steve Urkel? They all talk through their nose. Am I the only one hearing this? It's just like the dude yesterday with the zesty voice. All these dudes got this nerdy, nasally voice. It sounds like they all talking through their nose. And I honestly, I think that's on purpose. I think the reason they all sound the same is because it's a template. It's like when you go on a website, like say you want to make a thumbnail, and there's a template that, like hundreds of them, that you can pick from. Well, these dudes all pick from the same template when it comes to making content. They all sound like they talk through their nose. They all say words like, "This is awesome and beautiful and amazing." They all do the "hey guys" routine. So they all pick the same template. And if there was a website for this template, it would be called the Bitch Made template. Like they click on Bitch Made and then they make these kinds of videos. No wonder this loser finna go do a collab with Eobar 101. He gonna be right at home on that channel.
Over like an example of like what I'm kind of seeing. This isn't everyone, right? This one person does not speak for everyone. But they said Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is easily the worst entry in the series. It has poor graphics.
Dude, I don't know who that is and don't care. Whoever that is that made a stream about me, I don't care. Why do you care? I don't even know who that is, never heard of them. So obviously they nobodies. How come you the only person that come in here and report when people talk about me? It's like you going and purposely looking for content that people make about me. Dude, I don't give a shit. It's a part of YouTube. This is not the old days where I'm gonna get upset because some guy made a stream about me. I don't give a fuck.
Unfun combat. Nobody has played the game yet, and you're already saying that the combat is unfun. Okay, I can understand if what you saw, maybe you're just not a big fan of, right? But just flat out saying it's unfun, like you haven't even played it yet, dog.
You don't have to play a game to see if it's fun or not, or if it looks fun or not. You can look at a game and tell if you think it's gonna be fun for you to play. I've done it a bunch of times. You know how many times I've heard about a game coming out and I come on YouTube to look at gameplay footage to decide if I'm gonna buy it or not? Gameplay footage is the #1 driver of when people decide to buy a game. If there's a new game coming out, I wanna know what it looks like, how it plays before I buy it. So I always wanna see gameplay footage of it. So I don't know what this guy obviously is not a gamer, because real gamers want to see the game before they go out and buy it. They want to see a trailer, a demo, some kind of gameplay footage, because they want to know that they're getting their money's worth.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right? Try the game first, and then you can say, okay, this is not fun, right? We saw
the fake laughing and all this stuff that he doing. This is just really awful content. These dudes are terrible. Okay, all the fake emotion that they do, the fake being excited, the fake laughing, the fake everything. It's all trash.
Gameplay, actual gameplay, probably like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe less. You know. And that's in one mode against like almost like a PQ/raid. That's not just like 1v1 PvP yet. We still haven't seen that. No gameplay variety. I mean, what are you looking for? Are people looking for Sparking Zero? I guess that's what people were wanting to see from this game. It's Xenoverse, y'all. You're not gonna get Sparking Zero. There's a reason why we have Sparking Zero and Xenoverse as 2 completely separate games. You're not gonna have things that are exactly the same, right? I think Xenoverse 2, at least for the most part, is still a fun game, right? Maybe the combos and everything, you know, can feel a little bit stiff, right? But I mean, the combos for a lot of characters are unique. You can have different combo strings and outcomes and things like there's a reason why it's lasted this long. It's a fun game, right? And Xenoverse 3 is kind of just building off of that. No real
the weird ass way that he just sticks his neck and his face into the frame and he puts on a black shirt to hide the rest of his body. This is just weird looking shit. Like, this guy is such a loser ass nerd. Y'all need to stop giving guys props just because they managed to grow a channel. Like, y'all treat these people on here like they special because they managed to get some subs. I don't care how many subs this dude get, he's still a fucking loser. Okay? You can just look at him and tell. You don't even need to hear him. Just look at him. If you saw this dude walking down the sidewalk, you will immediately think to yourself, here is a fucking loser headed towards me. You know you would. But because he comes on here and he managed to get a few subs, all of a sudden you think that changes his status? No, he's still a loser.
Innovation? No real innovation. You're crazy! Dude, that's actually crazy to say. And again, this person doesn't speak for everyone. This just shows like this is all XXXXX, all negative stuff about the game, right?
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We got to stop letting these dudes do this. We got to stop letting them make people think that they have to be positive all the time. You don't have to be positive all the time. If you want to spend your whole day being negative about everything, that is your right to do so. There is no laws or rules that say you have to be positive and be nice all day. People like him are fake. He is fake as hell. He wants you to think he's positive all the time. He is lying. He's a fake. Nobody is positive all the time. Anybody that's pretending to be positive all the time, they got a lot of skeletons in their closet. They got a lot of shit they trying to hide. I remember the episode of Rick and Morty where the dinosaurs returned. And they were acting all benevolent and godlike and doing all this stuff. And Rick said, basically, the only reason that these dinosaurs are acting like this virtue signaling, is because they got something to hide. And Rick ended up finding out that they had something to hide. They really did. Every planet that they went to ended up being destroyed. And Rick discovered it because he was like, ain't nobody virtue signal this hard. They gotta be hiding something. And he was right. Same thing with these dudes. This fake positivity, virtue signaling crap. They all got something to hide. They all got something to hide. I'm telling you, trust me on it. These people are not who they pretend to be on the internet.
Not a single thing about... Basically, he's saying that the entire package so far from what they've seen from the gameplay, is ass. Just straight up, flat out, that's it. This is crazy, dude. No real innovation. They're adding in the... I know some people don't really care for this, right? But it is a new thing, the soul change mechanic. You have soul assist. You have different abilities that get activated from certain attacks and stuff, passive abilities and all this stuff. Like, there's new stuff here that we didn't have in Xenoverse 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can move and aim the Kamehameha. We couldn't do that in Xenoverse 2, right? Feels outdated despite years of development. Feels outdated. I'm looking at this game. Again, I've watched it a lot. I'm very, very excited for this game. You know what I'm saying? I've watched this trailer. I've watched the gameplay about 1 million times now, right? It looks like a new game. Okay?
It looks like a trash game. And that soul change crap is so dumb. It is like, that's the one thing that everybody's complaining about. Even people that like Xenoverse are saying, why did they put this in the game? This is stupid. You get to be another character for 40 seconds. Whoop-de-doo. And we saw it in the trailer how lame it was. It's literally just a cosmetic thing. Like, you get to transform into your favorite Dragon Ball loser. Man, that shit is dumb. And it's like, they don't understand that's how people feel about this game. They take everything personal. So when people come out and publicly say they don't like something related to Dragon Ball, all of these people take it personal. That's why there's so many videos that went up just today of people defending Xenoverse 3. Now, I'm gonna hit them with their own logic. Y'all keep on saying, how are you guys hating on a game that hasn't come out yet? I got a question for y'all on the other side. How are y'all defending a game that hasn't come out yet? See, I'm gonna use y'all own logic against you here. If there's not enough video footage for us to criticize it, then there's not enough video footage for you to defend it. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Think about it. Think about the logic here. This is why I love logic. Logic wins all the time. If you saying there's only 8 minutes of footage and that's not enough to judge the game harshly, it's also not enough to defend it either. He said that's some Shang Tsung shit, changing it to another fighter temporarily. Outdated as fuck. Exactly. Get over here. Next thing you know, somebody gonna be using that move in Dragon Ball. They stole Shang Tsung shit and put a new coat of paint on it. They're gonna have a hidden character called Ukog. Ukog is Goku spelled backwards. That's gonna be the hidden character like No Sabat. They're gonna have Ukog. It's gonna be Goku, but he's gonna be blacked out where you can't see nothing. And he gonna be like the secret character that can use everybody's skills, by the way. If you like No Sabat, you're gonna love Ukog. Ukog is Dragon Ball's Amazo. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you mean to tell me nobody put two and two together and saw this soul change basically as Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat? None of you Dragon Ball fans put that together. Hit the like button for me, people. I ain't said it this stream, but y'all know what to do. Slap that like button, please. Hang on, y'all. He said they might as well ask NetherRealm Studios if they can make Shang Tsung a villain. Come on, guys. We got 35 likes with 90-something people here. Well, it was 100 people. The number keeps fluctuating. It's YouTube. Slap the buttons, y'all. Come on. Y'all know how we do business around here. He said, I know for a fact Budokai 3 was far better than Xenoverse. Man, look, not one time have I told people to not buy or play this game. Like, I'm tired of getting lumped in as a hater when I haven't said anything like that. I'm just giving basic criticisms of what I see. But I haven't one time said, don't buy it. I didn't even tell y'all to not buy Sparking Zero. I just told y'all that the game was gonna suck and you're gonna wish you didn't buy it. I warned people, this game is gonna be really bad. They rushed it out. It wasn't ready. They should have kept that game probably an extra 5 or 6 months to make sure it was ready. It rushed it out because they wanted to launch it at the same time as Dragon Ball Daima. So the game was rushed and terrible. I said, guys, the game is gonna be a shit show. Save your money. They didn't listen. Bunch of people in my own Discord server bought it. You know what they said? Man, I should have listened to you, NBA. I should have just kept my money. That's why I don't even give y'all advice, man. Fuck it. Because when I tell you something that can help you, a lot of y'all don't want to listen anyway. I'm telling y'all about this game in the best way I know how. by criticizing what I see. Y'all, it's y'all money. You do what you want with it.
I'm not saying everything about it is peak or anything. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it definitely looks like a new innovative Xenoverse game. This is not the same game. And that's actually another criticism, is that people don't like that it's so different. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It's new. It's been 10 years, right? We've played Xenoverse 2 for 10 years. It's going to be a little difficult for some people to let it go, for people that really love the Xenoverse 2. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of changes on here, right, for Xenoverse 3.
Honestly, I think people should be patient. If you're going to get it, be patient. After a game releases, usually about a couple of weeks later, it's on the PlayStation Store for less than what the original price was. Like, there are a couple games on there right now. They came out at like $70. I waited like 2-3 weeks, jump back on there, they $40. So if you're gonna get the game, no matter what, at least be smart. Wait a couple of weeks, the price will go down, then it'll be of value. But if you buy it at straight $70 and then you get disappointed, then that's your problem. I'm just telling you a smart way of doing it. Be patient. You act like you're gonna die if you're not one of the first people to get the game.
That it's definitely gonna take time for us to get used to it, because this is a new direction moving forward. Again, 10 years, y'all.
Well, he said he doesn't even play the original games. He mods. Who mods? You talking about Slow Bro here? He mods the games that he buys. Well, you know, a lot of people do that. I don't have anything against modding, but whatever.
10 years. You cannot expect this game to be the same thing from 10 years ago. There are similar things. There are bones and foundations of Xenoverse in here, right?
Let me explain to y'all what I think this guy is not understanding. Let me slow down a little bit and try to explain this. I don't think people are complaining that after 10 years, it's a different game. I think people are complaining that after 10 years, it doesn't look like it's a huge upgrade from the old game. I want y'all to think of it like this, guys. Let's say you have a 2010 model car. Whatever brand model you want, right? Who cares? Let's say it's 2010. You take it to the dealership because it's done got old and it's time to trade it in. And you trade it in for a 2020 model, which is 10 years newer than yours. You get in and it's literally identical to your 2010 model. Except they done fucked some shit up. They done switched the places where the certain buttons were. They removed a bunch of features that you liked and put in features that you don't like. Think of it like that. Well, in that situation, do you have a right to say you don't like it? Well, that's what's going on with this game. They took out stuff people liked. They put in shit people didn't ask for. And people are just rightfully saying they don't like it. What's wrong with that? He said, I only played Sparking Zero for a week. Let's say you have an iPhone and your phone's getting old and you see the commercial for the new iPhone. And you go and get the new iPhone, and when you get home and start playing with it, you realize that they done took your favorite features away from the phone and added in some bullshit ones that you didn't want. Are you gonna be like, oh, well, it's an Apple phone, so I don't care? Or are you gonna be mad? Are you gonna be upset? Are you gonna say, I don't like this? You wanna know the reason I haven't upgraded my Galaxy Ultra? Because all the new versions after this phone removed all the features that I like. This is the the Galaxy 23S Ultra. They've already put out a 26. You know why I stuck with the 23? Because all my features, all the shit I like about this phone, they took it out of the 24, the 25, and the 26. And they put in a bunch of shit I don't want or care about. So instead of going and buying the new model that removed all the stuff that I like, I just stuck with the one I got. And this is what people like him don't understand. Xenoverse 3 removed a lot of shit that people like, put in a bunch of shit people don't like or don't want. That's the best and easiest way I can describe what's going on with this game.
But they had to change things. They had to upgrade things. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this is what people,
taking out features that people like is not an upgrade. Adding in new features that people don't like or don't want is not an upgrade. No matter how you look at it, it's not an upgrade.
Would assume what people have been asking for is for things to be, to get updated with the actual gameplay. So other than like this, just these insane takes, right? In my opinion, right? You can disagree. Like, I know there are people who probably agree with this, right? It's not just black and white when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? There has to be nuance, right? There has to be, things in the middle, things that you like, things that you don't like, okay?
No, there doesn't have to be things in the middle. There's another one of these lies he's telling. There doesn't have to be middle ground. There doesn't have to be common ground. You don't have to agree on some things with some people. You can disagree on everything. If two people sit down for a debate, you're allowed to disagree with everything that other person is saying. Not one time in the conversation do you have to say, well, I agree with that. No, you don't have to. You can disagree with them fully. He just said there has to be some middle ground. No, there don't. I don't have to have middle ground. I don't have to meet you in the middle and agree on certain stuff. No, I can just say I don't like this shit, period. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Nothing you can do to change it. Sitting there talking about, yeah, we have to have some middle ground. No, we don't. No, we don't. Well, let's take his argument of we have to have some middle ground. Most of y'all are straight. I'm pretty sure all of y'all are for the most part, except for the losers. Let's say you in the store minding your own business. And a gay dude walk up to you and say, hey, I think you're pretty cute. Can I get your number? And you say, hey man, I don't swing that way. And then his argument is, well, we have to have some middle ground. You can't just say no to me. We got to discuss this. I'll let y'all decide. Does that make sense to you? He just now said that you're not allowed, we can't disagree. There has to be some middle ground. These people are insane. They take the laws of basic common sense and throw them out the window. There is nothing on planet Earth that says you have to meet somebody in the middle, that you have to find common ground with them. Nothing on Earth can make you find common ground with another person. I don't have to sit on here and say, well, even though I disagree with you, that one point that you made, I think I agree with that. No, I can just keep saying, fuck you. NBA, the sky is blue. I disagree. But it's really blue. I don't care. The sky is blue. Not right now. It's nighttime. Sky is purple now. And sometimes the way the sun reflects off the clouds, the sky has this red color to it. It's not always fucking blue. Sometimes there are no stars out and the sky is black. What? So no, I don't have to fucking agree with you. I can keep on saying, no, I disagree a billion times if I fucking want to. I'm sick and tired of this idea that you have to agree with people. No, you don't. Fuck them.
And again, this person doesn't speak for everyone, but I'm just saying I've seen a lot of people just completely write the game off as just it's dog shit. Like, oh my god. So let's talk about the soul change real quick, because this is a big criticism for the game. All right. The soul change ability, as far as what they've stated and what has been, talked about and what was displayed, is that soul change is optional, right? You don't have.
Here we go with that argument again. It's optional. It don't matter. Y'all stole it from Shang Tsung. Y'all stole it from Mortal Kombat, so it don't matter.
Have to have this. You can use an awoken skill instead, okay? I can't 100% confirm that because we haven't seen it, right? But basically what is stated here is that everything that it shows, it functions like an awoken skill in a sense. You know what I mean? In this demo, you become future Trunks, right? In the actual gameplay after you soul change. After transforming, HP is recovered while stats such as attack power are also increased significantly.
Who cares? That's just some bullshit to make you want to use that crap. That's like saying, here little girl, here's some fucking chocolate fudge cookies. That's all that shit is. That's all it is. Ooh, your attack power increases and you get all your health points back. Want some cookies? Fucking shut up with this stuff. These guys are so pathetic, man. Is that all it takes to get y'all to come on here and just suck up to Dragon Ball? Is that all it takes?
I went over that in the actual gameplay breakdown, okay? Go watch that. The stats will actually change to reflect the stats of that specific.
Who cares? It's Shang Tsung. Who cares?
Character. Now, again, I don't know if we can use roster characters yet. I don't know, okay? It would be very stupid if you couldn't. Because imagine putting in that much work and effort of creating these, updating these models, updating these attack animations, and doing all these stat changes and distribution for all these characters, and you don't have them playable normally, freely.
I hope that you cannot use any of the legacy characters. I hope that all you can do is play as these stupid homemade characters. Please make it to where they can't use Goku, they can't use Vegeta, no Piccolo, no Gohan, nothing. Holy crap, that will be so funny. I promise y'all I wouldn't stop laughing. They all buy this game and they can't even use the main characters. I will die laughing. I promise you, it's gonna be the most fun I've ever had laughing at somebody. That's why they put this soul change crap in there, because I don't think they're gonna make it these older characters available. I'm hoping they leave them out. Please do that. That'll be so good.
In the game, that would be so stupid. What a waste, right? But we can't jump the gun just yet because we don't know, right? They've only shown, again, like 5 minutes of the gameplay, okay? The other, 3 minutes was just, walking around in the lobby and in your room and stuff, right? That wasn't even, combat that we've seen. So, yeah, it's basically a trump card. It's basically, in a sense, right, like a few...
Hang on, I'm finna do something else. Hold up.
Yeah. Between, an awoken skill, utilizing as... Because it is timed, right? And limit burst. In a sense, right?
There we go.
Or the X Factor or whatever you want to call it. Okay, spark mode or something like that. The trump card, the thing where it's you're backed into a corner and you got to pull some shit out your ass to beat some ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that, right? This is also stated. Also, although the awoken skills that appeared in the...
I had to turn it down a little, man, because when you're wearing a headset and listening to this clown, y'all hear it, but what I hear it is way worse. So I had to turn it down. So I couldn't take it.
Previous game could not be experienced during the demo play session, right? It was confirmed that, we saw it in the trailer. John 1000, he goes through saying awoken skills are still in the game, right? they can be tried by choosing Saiyan during character selection at the start of the game, right? When an Awoken skill is equipped, a race Saiyan character can transform into a Super Saiyan, for example. This is another incredibly exciting battle system that lets each race awaken into a different, higher form, okay? So as you're seeing right here, it uses the same button as Awoken skills would in Xenoverse 2, in a sense, right? The controls and the button layout and the buttons and stuff are just a little bit different. Just hit my mic, my bad. But yeah, you can see right here that the soul change mechanic, right? It's, I think that's L2, right? L2 circle, and this is after the gauge fills up for it, right? So it's basically like Limit Burst.
It's basically like Mortal Kombat and Shang Tsung. That's what it's basically like.
With an Awoken skill in a sense, right? Now, the only thing that I'm worried about with Awoken skills is, will it be timed? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. They haven't confirmed anything about that yet. But if it is replacing, you know, the soul change mechanic, I don't know about that, right? But again, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going down with it, right? So, another thing I've seen, and this one, I don't see it. I just cannot see it. But let's talk about this, okay? And, you know, no hate to this person or anything like that. This is just an example because they have video clips of all these games kind of side by side. And I don't think Xenoverse 3's gameplay that's like the best gameplay that you could have shown for it. But it said visually the gameplay of Xenoverse 3 is sort of a mix between Battle of Z, The Breakers, and Kakarot. I don't really get the same vibes as in the old Xenoverse games, even though I play them regularly, okay? Now,
that's what a lot of people have been saying. A lot of people have been saying that this game just seems like it's too far away from what they're used to. There's nothing wrong with changing stuff, okay? There's nothing wrong with change. But sometimes when you get too far away from what people are familiar with, it bothers them. I upgraded my truck from a 2014 Tundra to a 2024 version of the same truck. Same truck. I just jumped up 10 years. And yeah, there's a lot of bells and whistles and a lot of new stuff in there. But all the stuff I remember is in the same place. I remember it. So that way when I get in there, I'm not looking for shit. I'm not hunting for this button or that button because they kept all the stuff in familiar places. I just got a more upgraded truck with more shit in it, more tech, but they kept the familiar stuff where I can find it quickly. That's what people are having a problem with this game. Nobody's upset that they made a new game. It's that you just took out all the familiar stuff and people are bugged by it. And I can't believe these Dragon Ball dudes ain't figured this out yet. Like, I knew from day one what the argument was because I actually listened to people and not talk down to them. I listened to the complaints. They're excited about having a new game. They're just not excited about the new mechanics. And they're not excited about the graphics because after 10 years, the graphics should be better than this.
First of all, we're seeing this against a robot character that has super armor, okay? So, yes, the gameplay is significantly going to be slowed down whenever you're fighting a character that has super armor, okay? Because they're not, you know, taking...
He's trying so hard to make an excuse for why this game is moving so slow. See, I noticed this the other day when we looked at the trailer, how slow this game moves compared to Xenoverse 2. The battles in Xenoverse 2, they're moving as fast as hell across the screen. On here, it's slow as dirt. You can see how slow it is. And he's trying to make an excuse for why it's so slow.
Any, like, hits necessarily. Like, there's no, like, you know, reaction to it. They're just standing there. So the comparison, the Battle of Z gameplay and the Breakers gameplay does not make any sense to me, dog. Xenoverse 3 is faster. It snaps quicker. Okay? And we'll go over that. We'll go over the actual gameplay. And it just looks smoother. Battle of Z has some of the absolute worst gameplay. Okay, I don't want to say it's the worst of all time, but like, in my opinion, it's got some of the most atrocious gameplay, y'all. I do not like how that game plays. It's stiff. It's like you're playing Xenoverse 1. The movement is weird. There's like this weird ghosting effect, as you can see on there. The only thing that Xenoverse 3 kind of has that's like Battle of Z is the HUD, the layout of stuff, okay? The layout, it's very crowded. And it's like this more like futuristic looking like layout in terms of the design for like the UI and the HUD and everything. And that's another thing. That's one of the big things. That's probably my biggest criticism so far is I do not like, or I'm not a big fan of how they're doing the HUD and the UI and the like the layout of everything. Like they need to clean that up. There's too much shit. It's too crowded, right?
It just looks too boring to me. I'm sitting there looking at the gameplay. It just looks boring. Characters moving around slow. The fighting looks boring. I'm not seeing anything original or new that I've never seen before. Yeah, I don't really care.
One of the best things about Xenoverse 2 is that they had it very clean. Like it was pretty empty, right? For the most part. Like you had your health bar, you had your other characters, the opponent's health bar, and then the skills would appear when you press the button, right? So I think that would be better. Okay, we'll go over that.
Wait. Did he just now get done complaining about other people wanting the old stuff from Xenoverse 2? And he's telling them, it's a new game, get used to it. But now he's sitting here complaining about how he wants something done like it was done in Xenoverse 2. So he's sitting here doing the very thing he was just complaining about, telling other people to shut up about. See, even he wants the Xenoverse 2 shit. He just sit here and absolutely just became one of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen. Because he just got done saying, it's a new game. You should just accept it. Just relax. And now here he is crying about something from Xenoverse 2 that he wants done in the new game. No, it's a new game. Just accept it. Just accept it. You can't change it. These dudes are such fucking hypocrites.
And just a second here. But comparing it to Breakers as well is also insane to me, dog. Breakers was not good in terms of the movement at all, right? It's like
Breakers is moving faster than that shit.
Used Xenoverse 1's movement in combat, which is weird. It was so janky. The game was very janky, okay? Xenoverse 3 does not look janky like that.
Yes, it does.
Like, it looks like things are connecting for the most part. It's not perfect.
This dude is such a shield. I mean, he will absolutely suck Dragon Ball off to the bitter end. I mean, I bet you couldn't pay this dude to criticize Dragon Ball. If you offered him money to criticize Dragon Ball, he wouldn't do it.
But it looks good to me. Like, maybe I'm crazy. I'm looking at the gameplay and, like, the combat looks pretty decent to me. Obviously, when you're fighting on a team like this and you have, the super armor and everything, it slows things
Appreciate the membership. Do not redeem.
down. But, like, things flowed well here. Like, even this clip. Okay, watch this clip real quick. I mean, it's been playing like a million times, right? So, the super armor slowing things down. You have the break. You're teleporting. You're dashing. Combo. And then you go into a god. Like, that connects. That connected. The breaker shit is ass. That is so fucking ass, okay? I will say it's a little bit more similar to Kakarot. Just a bit. The way that the moves and the combos and the combat looks, it is similar. I will give it that, okay? But Kakarot's much slower. Much slower, right? Xenoverse is faster.
I'm sorry, but this dude is blind. I'm sitting there looking. All those other clips move faster than Xenoverse 3. I'm sitting there looking. Y'all are sitting there looking too. Every clip from those other games was moving faster than the one at the top. I don't know what this dude is seeing. Like I said, he is such a shield. He is such a damn Dragon Ball ball licker that he will never just admit stuff. He won't do it.
Xenoverse 3 looks faster to me. Okay?
Yeah, it looks faster to you. But to people with eyeballs, it looks slower.
And the impact effect where it rumbles after doing those teleports and everything, that feels good to me. I say feels good, I didn't play it, but it looks good to me, right? So yeah, I just can't wrap my head around that. Okay, this is just my opinion though. If you think it looks like Battle of Z and the Breakers, like I'm talking the gameplay and the combat, then okay. I'm not gonna sit here and convince those people, but I just don't think it looks like that, okay? So this one was fucking hilarious to me, dog. It's like some of this stuff, I don't know what's bait and what's not. Are y'all rage baiting or y'all dead ass, okay? I heard somebody say this person was dead ass, okay? No hate to them. I'm not trying to throw hate to them, but like this, yo, downgrade. Oh my God, okay? Oh my God. Downgrade? What are we talking about? One of Xenoverse 2's biggest, or just not even Xenoverse 2, Xenoverse's biggest criticism, one of them, was the fact that these motherfuckers looked oiled up. Shirt off, oiled up, ditty ass shit, bro. They finally have gone to more of a cel-shaded direction for the game.
From what I saw from the gameplay footage, Xenoverse is linear. It looks like it's just straightforward. Go to A, go to B, go to C, go to D. It doesn't look like Xenoverse 2 where it's wide open and you can just do what you want. It looks very linear, like it's just in a straight line.
And I'm not saying that this looks perfect. This is the perfect, best looking Dragon Ball game of all time, but it is miles better. Its multiverse is better than what Xenoverse 2 looks like. Like, what are we talking about? The only thing that they need to clean up and improve are the shadows, the textures, and like the shading and stuff, right? Some of that needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But the models look great. The overall shader.
See? He can't bring himself to say anything negative about this shit. The models look great. It's like, dude, they don't seem to understand this is why people don't trust them anymore. This is why the Dragon Ball community is going down. People just don't trust these people anymore. Because y'all done figured out there's no such thing as all positive. There's no such thing as shit is all good all the time. There are negative things in the world. There are negative aspects of things. There are legitimate criticisms. And these guys, they just, every video is just sucking it off. Every video. Every single one. It's just, oh, it's great. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's special. Every single video. It's like, at what point do y'all get tired of this?
Look great. It looks nice. It's a nice looking game. This is a good looking game to me. It looks much better than Xenoverse 2, right? So I don't know if it's nostalgia. Again, I feel like a lot of this stuff is just, this is our first reaction to a game that has had 10 years to change things. And because it's so different, it's like overwhelming for people. That's what I think it is. But like, I don't know. I really don't know, like, what is happening?
I can't believe that channels like his grow by doing this fake shit. Oh man.
What are we talking about? What is going on? Somebody please. I think I might be crazy because it's like, I've seen a lot of people, maybe not about the graphics and everything, but like overall, like just, I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like how the game is so far.
Can you blame them? There's a lot of stuff wrong with it. Just like when Sparking Zero came out, it was a lot of stuff wrong with it.
Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's talk about the HUD again. Okay, let's get into the HUD. Because this is one thing I don't really like, okay?
No, you gotta accept it. It's a new game.
The overall design, the simple look of everything, almost kind of like, it's almost like a scouter.
Like if you had a scouter on and like, you know, you had all this shit on your eye and you were looking, it's kind of like that. So it's like, okay, that's fine, right? That's fine. It doesn't look awful, but it's not like the best looking HUD I've seen in a Dragon Ball game, right? It almost like lost a lot of Dragon Ball identity. Like this does not look like something from a Dragon Ball game. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's nothing on here that indicates.
I thought he wanted change. I thought he wanted something new. Now he's complaining that it don't look like a Dragon Ball game. But I thought you wanted innovation. Since they've had 10 years to do blah, blah, blah. Now you don't like it? Now you don't want to accept the 10 years of evolution that's on the screen right now?
Indicates this is a Dragon Ball game other than obviously like what you're seeing on the screen, which is the gameplay itself. But like everything else, like the buttons and everything, you could get these button layouts and these health bars and everything and all this data and shit, and you could put it on like any other anime game, right? And you'd be like, oh, okay, like looks good to me. But yeah, it's too crowded. There's too much bullshit on the screen, y'all. It's too much. That entire right side and even the skills being there really just need to go. Okay, the health bars, like circling the health bars and stuff on this was funny to me because it's like you need that. Like the health bars have to be there, right? You can't get rid of that. So those are vital. Those have to be there. Entire left side, this part right here, special missions, digging into the land of ice, defeat Broly. We don't need that. I know that's the mission. It's probably going to say what the mission is. I think it does say what the mission is, what the objective is at the very beginning. So yeah, I don't need to see that shit, okay? The ability activated, breaker technique, ability act. These are like the passive, I guess.
Just listen to this hypocrite complain about evolution. Listen to this hypocrite complain about a 10-year game in the making. All the shit he was saying at the beginning of the video, how all these haters need to understand that it's been 10 years. Things change. Get over yourselves. It's nostalgia. But now let's look at him sitting there being nostalgic. He's sitting there wishing for the shit from Xenoverse 2, right after criticizing other people for doing it. Do as I say, not as I do.
Abilities and things that happen, or like even active abilities, right? Because this is activated. Depending on things that you do.
And that really stupid music he playing, that's the other reason that I had to turn down his video. That little dumbass music he playing, I just can't. He played the kind of music that like he's trying to attract children. Like for real, I can't listen to that stuff.
Right? That's fine if it appears up on screen, but for it to appear at a pretty important part when the character's doing a cutscene right here, where it's covering the character's face, that's bad design. I don't need that shit appearing there. You can put that somewhere else, right? You maybe put that over there where it says the special mission digging into the land of ice, defeat Broly. Like that shit, put that over there or somewhere else, okay? Then you have Trunks who talks to you, okay? And honestly, that shit should just go on the bottom right, in my opinion, okay? It's too cluttered over here on... Sorry, did I say bottom right? I'm stupid. I can't... My directional shit is bad right now, y'all. Dragon Ball fans, it's me. Sorry. The Trunks talking, but just make it like Xenoverse 2. And like, that's the one thing from Xenoverse 2.
No, motherfucker, no. You just got done telling people that they need to get over Xenoverse 2. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for a minute. Am I the only one that heard him telling people to get over their nostalgia for Xenoverse 2? And now here he is later in the video, I want this from Xenoverse 2. Am I the only one that heard this clown? This is what I'm talking about. These dudes don't listen to themselves when they talk. They just say stuff. Nostalgia.
Dude, that again, they did good, right? When dialogue popped up, it was on the bottom left of the screen. Yeah, the skills being just always on screen at all times. No, we don't need that. Only when I press the button. If I press L2, then it can pop up. Okay? When I press R2, then it can pop up. When I let go of R2 or L2, it goes away. That's what it needs to be. So I'm really hoping there's some customization and freedom over that. Because they have to understand, and they have to know themselves that this HUD and this layout of everything and the UI is too much. It's too much. I'm getting anxiety looking at it. I'm just joking. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's just a lot going on, y'all. Okay. Let me know what you think about that. Do you fuck with my idea of how I would do things? Health bars, you can keep all that, right? Trunks talking when he's gonna have a little bit of dialogue, okay? When he appears or whatever for your soul switch shit, put that bottom left. Skills, skill layout, okay? And even like the transformations and all that, go away. Remove, appear whenever you press skills, like in Xenoverse.
For a guy who just got done telling everybody else they need to accept the changes, he sure has a lot of stuff he wants to change. You spent like 20 minutes telling everybody else they need to accept the changes in this new game. They need to accept the 10 years of innovation. And here he is now. Oh, I want to change this and I want to change that. And I want to change that thing over there. But didn't you just tell the rest of us that we need to accept it? Hypocrites.
Too, okay? The ability things that show up, right? You could also probably put that on the left side as well. And if it does show up, you know, maybe put it more closer to the bottom right if you're going to put it on the right side. Because it being right there in front of the character's face, which is not there all, you know, all times in front of the character. But like right here, this... Come on. What are we doing? That's what I think, okay? That's my biggest criticism so far. Another thing that we got to talk about. Cooldown on skills. Cooldown replacing ki and stamina, okay? You see this bar right here, this curved bar that has a number 2 next to it, next to Broly's like neck, okay? That right there is the new ki/stamina bar thing, okay? If you use like a dash, right? I forgot what they call it in this game. They call it something a little bit different. One of like the burst dashes or whatever, it'll drain, I think, like half of it, okay? If you're getting hit by characters or guarding or whatever or something like that, I think that's when it starts like going down and stuff. The energy charge technique is what charges that up, okay? Because you can see up there, we don't have a ki or stamina bar anymore. Because when you use skills, it has cooldown, okay? Now, the cooldown, from what I saw, doesn't last a very long time, at least for the supers, okay? You also only have one ultimate in this game.
Who cares? I predict most people will buy this game, they'll get a couple of weeks out of it, and then they'll be looking to trade it in. Only advice I can really give is make sure you buy the physical version of it. Don't buy the digital, buy the physical, because that way you can at least trade it back in and get something for it. A lot of people made the mistake of buying the digital version of Sparking Zero, and they just stuck with a shitty game. Buy the physical copy. That way you can trade that shit in when you get tired of it. Because I got a feeling, I'm going to say maximum, after about 3 weeks, I think y'all will be tired of it.
Which, I mean, yeah, I would like to have 2 ultimates. That's better, right? But it looks like you have a different thing that's, I guess, replacing that, which are the soul assists. Okay? It's not an ultimate, but it is kind of cool to see a character pop in and team up with you. Like in this case, Vegeta comes in and does the Gallican with you. So that's not a huge deal to me. But I understand people not liking that and wanting to have 2 ultimates instead, right? So, yeah. This part right here where it's showing like the damage after you do certain combos and stuff, like I don't need that. That's fine, I guess, if it shows up. But again, it's just more shit adding onto the screen. And it's a little, again, it's too overwhelming. So it's like, I don't know if that's got to go or what, but maybe that's another thing. But yeah, I can understand some frustration with these changes, and it's going to be taking some getting used to. But on paper, it is good, right?
He just got done complaining about all this stuff. Now he's saying on paper it's good. But I mean, literally 5 minutes ago was complaining about all this shit on the screen. And now he's saying, well, on paper, it's good. You know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. I just don't. Fuck it.
At least when it comes to the skill cooldown thing, so that you're just not spamming all the time, okay? If you have a bunch of ki and you're just Kamehameha, 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 right? Like, no. That's why they're likely doing this, is to avoid the spamming shit, right? And again, it doesn't look like it takes a super long time. It fills up pretty quickly from what I saw from the gameplay, okay? So yeah, it's interesting to see the different direction that they're moving forward with, because, you know, having like ki and stamina in a sense be removed and then change into this one single bar that's like kind of together, right? And then the cooldown period thing is not something I really expected for them to do, right? I thought they were just going to keep everything in the same format. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. When we play the game, I think it'll feel different than what we're watching.
Whatever. I just sat here and listened to this hypocrite be a hypocrite. And people actually watch this guy. I don't care anymore. I heard enough. Look, guys, if you want the game, go buy it. If you want to criticize it, criticize it. If you want to suck it off, suck it off. It's your right to do so. Okay? I'm not going to tell y'all what to buy, what not to buy. My only advice is get the physical copy so you can trade it in later. That's it. Because I think a lot of us, including me, have made the mistake of buying a digital game and then we're stuck with it. So I recommend buying a physical copy. Other than that, do what you want. I mean, a lot of y'all found out about Sparking Zero. I think y'all gonna find out about this game too. And it's just that simple. I dropped a video earlier today about Eobard trying to talk about One Piece now. Go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. We even predicted in my stream yesterday that he would try to talk about One Piece, and the very next day he puts out a video about One Piece. For those people who say he don't watch my content, he watches a lot. And as far as what I'm doing, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I simplified everything today. I did. I just simplified everything. All this stuff is really just taxing. So I just decided today I'm not doing anything the hard way anymore. And that includes AI. I'm not even using that crap anymore. Because believe it or not, even that shit makes this hard. From now on, I'm just gonna post what I want. I'm gonna write my titles and descriptions the way I want. I don't even care about tags anymore because YouTube don't even use them things anymore. Like filling up your video with tags is stupid because YouTube don't even count those anymore. They don't even give a shit about them. So I don't even use those anymore. From now on, I'm just gonna make my content and keep it moving. I'm totally not with the hard stuff anymore. I knew he was gonna do One Piece. He biting off anything that's more popular than Dragon Ball. That's not new. I don't care. He can do it. I don't care. I knew he was gonna do it. So I'm not surprised at all. But it's what it is. But yeah, going forward, guys, I'm going back to just doing things the way I used to do it. Making my own thumbnails, everything. You know, using AI is easy and fun, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. YouTube has started using that shit against people. And a lot of channels that are getting flagged, they're using AI. Even if it's just simple shit like thumbnails or descriptions, YouTube's hitting all that stuff. So I'm finna just play it smart and get away from using that crap. That's why the thumbnail, I made it myself today. I just said, nope, I'm not doing this AI shit no more. Plus, I want all my thumbnails to kind of match the channel anyway. You guys know I'm a real stickler for that. So that's the other reason. I want my thumbnails to match up with my channel. But yeah, I'm just going back to basics. I'm just streaming anyway. It ain't like I'm pumping out a bunch of videos. Live streams don't really require all that extra stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it down, keep dropping streams, keep doing the live videos, and just keep it moving. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get up off here. I've been doing a lot of content last few days. I want to go to sleep early tonight. I didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday, so I'm gonna go to bed early so I can be refreshed tomorrow. We'll go from there. Appreciate it. Y'all know where the buttons are. Slap them on your way out the door, blah, blah, blah. Appreciate the super chats. I'm finna go to sleep. And then I will wake up tomorrow and figure out what I'm gonna do. I'll catch up with y'all.